is the riverfront side of Chatham. It was built by a man named William Fitzhugh, like you're sneezing, Fitzhugh, in a state or a colony at the time that had George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. Nobody'd heard of him. Just a very wealthy man that came across the river from Fredericksburg, bought 2,000 acres, and built a big place that people would probably look up and say, somebody rich and important lives there. He owned lots of land. He had slaves who actually built this place. The bricks were handmade on the site. Some of them are rubbed smooth and polished. He wanted to make a statement with this big place, and he sure did. It was a working plantation. It had 60 to 90 slaves on it at the time. He was married to one of the most powerful families of Virginia, the Randolph, exceeded only by the family he came from through his mother, the Carters. They had it all. And this place has been here for over 270 years. It's just a fascinating place, and these stories are what make it more interesting. Fitzhugh, with all his wealth, eventually leaves the place, moves to Alexandria, where he has a town home. He's had no living male children, but what really survived is not his name as a family name, but through the family his daughter married into. His daughter, up there in Alexandria, married George Washington Parke Custis. That's George Washington's step-grandson, and their daughter was, the Fitzhugh's daughter became that guy's wife. Their daughter, when they moved to his place called Arlington House, became the wife of Robert E. Lee. Now there's a lot of names and a lot of stories you could tell, but it starts right here with the Fitzhughs of Chatham. The only way that name goes on, the Lee family adopted it as a given name. So you see a guy named Fitzhugh Lee, who actually lived here in Stafford County up at Widewater. He was a Confederate general, but he also became governor of Virginia. Along comes the Spanish-American War, and he joins the U.S. Army to fight the Spanish. It said he woke up at night, he saw his uniform over in the corner of the room, and this old Confederate general didn't know whether to salute it or stab it with a sword. So that's the Fitzhughs of Chatham.